Hello, people. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Talking, number 34. I don't know how it's going to present to you. Alright. I spent so long on that. Yeah, welcome to 15 Minutes of Talking, number 34. The show where 15 Minutes of Talking is a series where I set a 15-minute timer, talk about whatever I want for 15 minutes. Once the timer goes off, I say a short bye, and the video ends. It all has minimal editing. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me get my timer pulled up. Update the streak. Editor Bailey. Okay. We have a streak going for every time. I can do that without looking at my phone, but instead at my phone screen through the camera. So, yeah. This is upside down, thumbs down. Yeah, let's start this outfit breakdown. This hat has already... It's still recording. It turned my computer off for a second. The hat has already been talked about in another episode, which I'll have Editor Bailey put right around here, or here. One of these two spots. Or perhaps here if Editor Bailey is feeling spicy. But it better not be here or here. Yes, this has already been talked about in another episode. Once again, Editor Bailey, same spots. Although, here is allowed if you're feeling spicy. Okay, you know what, we'll say here is allowed for this time, but not for here. Or here, don't put it here. This has been talked about in another episode. Don't put it anywhere except for this spot or this spot this time. No other spots, Editor Bailey. So all we have is find your inner minion. Okay, there's actually a lot to say about this shirt. First of all, I almost wore this to my dad's girlfriend's son's graduation. Congratulations, graduator. But my dad advised me not to. So instead I wore my green collared shirt, which I wore in episode 7, I believe no other episode yet. This is one of my favorite shirts. Like, find your inner minion, y'all. Illumination. Yes. I actually wore this on the first day of 6th grade. It's getting a bit small for me now, but it was a bit small for me then. So, might have evened out as far as growing goes. This is... Yeah, I wore this for my first day of 6th grade. So then I decided to wear this with a collared shirt as a jacket, or the same collared shirt as a jacket, for the last day of 6th grade. I'm going into 7th grade now, but it's summertime. July 31st. This is my last July before I become 18. Um, yeah, I'm 12 right now. It will be 13 next year. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. I see why babies like this. Excuse me. Um, so third grade diagnosis in third grade. Um, but yes, there's one more thing of note about this shirt. Um, so as you may know if you have watched the previous episode, yesterday's episode? Oh my gosh, it was yesterday's episode. Wow. Um, but as you may know if you have watched yesterday's episode, um, I cosplayed Star-Lord for Comic-Con recently. I think it was like June 20th or something. That was before I started the series. So, but I actually, for my cosplay, I had like 2 days to put the whole thing together. And I did not have a plain gray shirt. But you know what I did have? Spoiler alert, I had this shirt. But, but backwards. You see, because the Star-Lord cosplay, I would have been, um, I would have been wearing a coat to cover this up anyway, to cover the back up anyway. So I just wore this backwards. Probably have pictures somewhere. Hold on, 1 second. Um, e, hold on. I'm looking for the pictures. Hmm, I'm hoping for the one I love to find me today, today. Where is that group chat? I sent a bunch of photos to this one specific group chat. Hold on, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sure this makes super interesting content. I said interesting content. Wait, here, I found them. I found them. What do you mean tap to save? Hold on. I'm sorry. Here we go, here we go. I found it and found it. Boom, boom. This is. I don't know, I had something buttoned. This is me as Star-Lord that came unbuttoned, but look. Look, this is a shirt. It's just backwards. But because I was wearing a coat, no one could see my back. So yeah, I'm gonna get this swapped now before it becomes the thumbnail. It gets in the thumbnail. Let's change, y'all. Okay. Boom. What's my time? Yeah. Editor Bailey. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Um, yeah, and I did a cosplay contest, but it was my first cosplay ever, and I put it together in 2 days because uh dad didn't know I wanted to do cosplay that bad, so, and he was just assuming we wouldn't do it, but then 2 days I was like, well, the store opens today, should we go? And he's like, oh, whenever I told you that, it meant that it probably wouldn't happen. I'm like, oh, so we just ordered stuff off Amazon real quick, real fast. But then yeah, Comic Con was a great experience. I got to meet Alan Tudyk. Um, yes. Yeah. You don't seem to have a bracelet today, so awesome. I did not mean to hit my computer either. Well, it is what it is, and you don't throw a fit. This is such quality content I'm serving you, isn't it? Um, this is our guest bedroom. I'm in the playroom. That's our guest bedroom. And that was bad backlighting. More backlighting. More backlighting. Even more? I'll just close all three of the blinds then. Just gonna face away then. If you're gonna be like that. Do I have a ball anywhere? I don't have a ball, but we appear to have balloons from my birthday party 2 months ago. Oh, there it is. All the balls in this house are losing a bunch of air because it's been like a few years since we filled them up. This is a toy ball. I don't actually play basketball. We slap that off and slam dunk. Yeah, I only play basketball in PE. I used to do soccer, but now I'm gonna do cross country in 7th grade. You know, that's what happened today. By the way, outfit breakdown over in case you couldn't tell. Yeah. Um. So yeah, so I woke up this morning, like 6 o'clock. That once again stayed up late at editing. I am so sorry, mother. Please forgive me. Not as late. I went to sleep like half an hour earlier than the day before. So um. But yeah, I woke up and I went to a team cross country practice. Although don't tell the district. I don't think we're supposed to be having official organized practices, which they're not. They're not official. They're organized by moms of the teams, and I haven't been to that many, but out of the ones that I have been to, I've only seen the coach there once. Um, that was on Tuesday. Which I got there late on Tuesday. And I felt like that was a really bad first impression on the coach, so I made sure to work extra hard while running. Okay, but yeah, I actually got complimented quite a bit on my running skills today, which felt good. My cousin's friend, whom you know was there, she said that she's seen me run and it's scary. This is her quote. That if I was running, that if a horror villain was chasing me, I would outrun with them, and they would be on the floor having a panic attack because they don't know how they're being outrun by a 12-year-old. Thank you, cousin's friend. Um, so for the first part of the run, I was still like with her. We were going at a somewhat similar pace. So we were talking. Uh, yes, that was pleasant. Um, would you look at that? There goes our timer. Well, you can actually see it. That here you can see it crystal clear. I don't want you to see my text messages. Um, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.